see, what to rent, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
It means our nationally syndicated film critic Ryan J is here to help us spend our movie-going budget wisely. Welcome back. People are going to be going to the movies because it's going to be raining all weekend.
That's right.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
Good. You just got back from New York.
I did. I had one of my favorite weekends of my life last weekend at a big Wizard of Oz festival. I was there presenting on behalf of the 30th anniversary of the Disney film Return to Oz, and it was phenomenal.
Saw tons of pictures of you and John Fricke and so many great things.
The author of Wicked and stars from
gosh.
Broadway's Wiz and the Wizard of Oz. It was fantastic.
Pretty
That
exciting
is super
for you.
cool.
Thank you.
Hey, let's talk about one of the biggest blockbusters of the summer, because there are a lot of folks who have been really doubtful about Jurassic World, whether it's going to be really good, going to live up to the hype. So I'm super excited to hear your take on this. So first of all, dinosaurs, they look good. They look like dinosaurs. The effects,
this is 22 years after the original, and chances are, if you liked the first one, you will love this one. It's phenomenal.
Really?
It's really good.
See, you, I heard you say 22 years before, and it makes us feel really old, because I think so many people watching today can remember watching the first one in the theater.
It's true.
Loving it. So you think the effects are great. You think it's going to be a summer blockbuster?
They are. It's one of the biggest summer blockbusters. It's a total 10. And, you know, like the first one, they use some practical effects, meaning some of the dinosaurs are actual puppetry, but they also have a lot of CGI dinosaurs, too. You cannot tell the difference. It's very effective and outstanding. The 3D is good. It's a 3D conversion, but this is one that's done very well and worth seeing in 3D.
You saw it in 3D?
I did.
Okay.
One of the big things that really drew me into the first film was the score, and that, I mean, it's so like foreboding in those scary moments with the dinosaurs. Does this one live up to that?
The first time you see the wide shot of the island and that familiar score hits, it is just, you get the goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know, you want it right away. The action spikes right after that and doesn't stop until the end of the movie. Chris Pratt back as a leading man, proving his worthiness. Bryce Dallas Howard is so fantastic. Those eyes are mesmerizing, and she could give Carrie Bradshaw a run for her money in the heels she wears in this movie.
Really?
It's just fantastic. Yeah.
In Jurassic World?
Yes.
That's funny.
The
I
whole
wouldn't think of
time.
like heels being
You'll
a
love it.
spotlight.
Oh, it's a moment. It's a moment in the film. It's
That's
really
good.
great.
So would you recommend people going back and watching the other movie first?
You don't have to. You know, what's interesting about this, it's not just a sequel. It's also sort of a remake and a reboot. It actually hits all of the same story beats as the original.
Yeah.
There are some details that are changed. It's a different cast, different people, but it's really, if you put two outlines together, it's kind of the same movie. That's why some people are a little bit dubious about that. I had to call it the Hangover movies because, you know, the sequels were the same as the first one in a different city. This is kind of the same one, but this is so much better than the Hangover movies. This is an outstanding film. It's definitely worth seeing in the theater. Some of the dinosaurs are cute. I'll tell you, it's a little scary. Some of the dinosaurs will make you wince in your seat.
Really?
I was like, I couldn't retreat into my seat enough, but see it on the big screen. This is one, I will go see this one again
I want to
tonight.
go see this maybe this weekend.
Brilliant.
I remember, I'll never forget the scene when they're in that office. Remember when the old one, he comes up to the window and he like breathes on the window and it fogs up? Like, I love that.
And you get there are a lot of those quiet, suspenseful moments in this film also. Really fantastic.
Okay,
And the Velociraptors may be changing sides, I heard tell, to be...
No spoilers.
No spoilers. So this is obviously...
A see it.
A see it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
All right, moving on now. This one is a little bit probably lesser known, obviously, than Jurassic World. Most things would be. The Connection. Let's talk about this film.
Yeah, this one is a really juicy crime thriller that's loosely based on the true facts of the French Connection, which was the heroin smuggling, drug smuggling scandal of the 70s.
Okay.
And it's a very interesting movie.
So is it foreign? Is this a foreign
It is.
film?
It's in French with subtitles, and it stars Oscar winner Jean Dujardin, who won in 2011 Best Actor for The Artist, that silent film.
Okay.
And it's
This time he talks.
Yeah, this time he talks in French, a little bit of English. It's really good. And it's a very gritty showdown between the law and the lawless. And he plays a civil officer who heads up the good guys. And it's just like any crime drama that you'd really enjoy. It's about 2 hours long, but the pace is so good that you're kind of hooked into it the whole time.
This is kind of a weird question, but do you know if these films are filmed by Americans and then made into French, or is this filmed by French
filmmakers and in France, and French team, and it usually gets a distributor over here. So here in America, it's being distributed by Drafthouse Films.
Gotcha.
So it kind of gets different distribution deals in different nations.
Is it edgy?
It's very gritty and very cool, and you kind of like the good versus evil and all the corruption that's going on, and so it's a very interesting kind of look into that story. And I find it very influenced by like Coppola or Scorsese.
Yeah.
So if you like those kinds of movies, like this movie has some very obvious nods to that sort of filmmaking. And so it's neat to see how foreign films are different than American films, especially a genre film like this. And I think it's sometimes the editing that's a little bit different, or what makes it feel a little bit grittier. But it's a very modern, and I recommend seeing it. It's playing at the Oriental Theater here in Milwaukee.
And don't you think you sort of lose yourself in terms of, like, at first you notice yourself really reading and being a little distracted by that, but after the first few minutes, it's no longer something you think about.
It doesn't bother you. Yeah, you're into it and you're reading, but you can also follow the picture, and it's really,
So don't let that, you know, hesitate.
It's annoying if it's a bad movie, but when it's a good movie, who cares?
And you can lose yourself into the moment anyway. All right. So you have your movie club, obviously. Let's talk a little bit about what your newest.
Yes. The first one is going to be this Monday. It's going. What is it? It's Monday, June 15th at 7 p.m. and it's for Inside Out, the new Pixar film. People are very excited about this one.
Animated,
this looks so cute.
About the emotions and the different emotions.
Yeah,
very popular.
Oh,
so you
I've
can
seen those commercials.
enter my website for that one this Monday. And then we have a second one on Thursday, which is Thursday, June 18th, also at 7 p.m. You go to the same place to enter. And this is for the movie Max, which is with Thomas Hayden Church, and it's about like a war dog, and he comes home and bonds with the. I don't know. I haven't researched yet if it's a true story. It probably is, right?
Yeah, probably.
Should we assume that? Should we assume that and be totally wrong when we find out? But you know, enter on my website.
Do you want to see this true movie?
Maybe true, maybe not. Find out. Yeah.
Okay, so people can go
this week's movies.
Monday and Thursday with you to one of the movies and check those out. I'm excited about all these movies.
Me too.
It's going to be a good weekend.
Yay, summer.
All right, Sunday maybe we should go to Jurassic
That'd be
World.
awesome.
Yeah? After brunch?
Love it.
Okay. All right, well, you can like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, and for his full movie reviews, check out his website. It's ryanjreviews.com. It's so fun. You write it like a dialogue. So if you haven't checked that out before, check it out because lots of great info, a little further in depth on these movies. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, too.
All right.